Let's bring in a guy with a pun of a name, the perfect one for Super Bowl ads. His last name is Beer. His first name is Jeff. Jeff Beer, senior editor at Fast Company, to review the best ads and the ones that missed the mark. Jeff, I think we're used to seeing a ton of beer ads. I didn't see as many beer ads, though some of them were more memorable.
Yeah, thanks. Nice. That's a great intro. Yeah, no, it is interesting. I think this year, one of the interesting side stories for the ads is that AB InBev, maker of Budweiser and Bud Light, gave up a many-year exclusive on beer ads in the Super Bowl this year. So even though they did have a Budweiser and Bud Light and Michelob Ultra ads in the game, it was open to other brands as well. So Miller Coors got in there with Coors Light and Miller Lite, and then there were other booze brands as well, like Crown Royal, that got involved there with Dave Grohl.
Yeah, I had no idea how many things Canada invented. Now I know. But what did you like? Personally, I enjoyed the Miles Teller commercial where he's dancing to the hold music, because we have all been on hold to that same hold music, and I still dig it. Also, the Breaking Bad Doritos commercial, and then Ben Affleck at Dunkin' Donuts. There's my top three. What about you?
Nice. Yes. That was the Bud Light was the Miles Teller. That was great. My favorite, actually, I think, and this was, I had a number of ones that I liked. I did like the Popcorners, the Breaking Bad ad. I think that was a good way to bring attention to a brand that's maybe lesser known. But I think actually my favorite was Tubi's Rabbit Holes, because it's kind of a lesser known streamer and it doesn't have a lot of the big name celebrities or huge shows on that service. And what they really did was lean into the idea that they actually have about 48,000 titles, like way more than, say, Netflix, and in things like anime and black cinema and sci-fi thriller. They have a lot of niche categories, and so they really went in on the rabbit hole idea, where people can you just start going down and watching all kinds of cool and interesting content that maybe you didn't think you'd get into, but it just sort of keeps you going. Another one I think was a surprise, which a lot of people in the Super Bowl every year go for humor, go for the big laughs, which is great. Ben Affleck at Dunkin' Donuts is a good example. But the Farmer's Dog, which is a healthy dog food company, really went for the heartstrings with a really nice ad about a little girl growing up with her dog, and then about 2/3 of the way through the ad, it flips the perspective and shows almost the whole ad from the dog's perspective. And I guarantee there weren't a lot of dry eyes around for anyone who had any.
You're absolutely right, Jeff. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want to get one more question in before we go, and it's got to be a quick answer. But I noticed that GM and Netflix combined on an ad. Is that where we are with Super Bowl ad time? That two major brands like that have to split the cost and split the ad?
I don't know if it's a cost thing. I actually think it's an attention thing. It really sort of brings the level up. Back in 2019, I really liked the GM Netflix ad, but back in 2019, there was another example where Bud Light and HBO combined with a Game of Thrones themed ad that was really good as well and got a lot of attention. So I think it's more about like the social media chatter and you and I talking about it than maybe the cost of the 30 seconds.
Ah, that's true. 30 seconds cost however many $1 million, but the publicity afterwards is free and also invaluable. Jeff Beer with Fast Company, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.